mom would accuse me of being my father, or my father would say I've been manipulated by my mom. And I think in a way, I was trying to assert my own identity through my achievement. So this is kind of the stage where things began. I'd been a soccer player for about 15 years. And when I got to high school, I decided to go out for a new sport. And running was my first choice. Mm-hmm. So I got on the track team, and my coach introduced the idea of nutrition. Mm-hmm. And for my mindset, the kind of person I am, he said to be a good athlete, you have to eat well, fuel your body to be competitive and to win. And that's kind of when I started making the changes in how I ate. Up until that point, I never really thought about my food. I was pretty normal throughout most of my adolescent years. And the small changes started to develop over time into bigger changes. By the time I was in college, I was a vegetarian. Mm-hmm. Eventually, that developed into a vegan. I was actually studying ecology at the time, and I incorporated those ideas about eating green for the planet. So I had all these ideas around food.
But it became more restrictive.
Exactly.
As time went on.
So small changes, I describe it. Start with peanut butter and jelly. Yeah. Something as simple as that. I switched to peanut butter and honey because honey was healthier in my mind.
And then you went vegan, and then no more honey.
Right. Yeah. And I guess it's a concept of perfecting that perfectionism.
Exactly.
My intake to match what I wanted to be as far as either eating green for the planet or being a good athlete. The ideas changed around it.
Yeah.
Eventually, I had this idea of eating like a bushman, which I think they nowadays call it the paleo diet.
Oh, okay.
I should have written the book because I just made these ideas as I was going.
You were doing it before it became the new trend.
I called it the hunter-gatherer diet. It had to be natural, had to be organic. In clinical terms, that's called orthorexia.
Yes.
And again, this was a very slow process. Mm-hmm. Happened over time. The changes became more and more extreme. And I would say about graduate school, when I was about 27, is when it really kicked into being a eating disorder in a clinical sense.
Your diet was changing and obviously your lifestyle is changing, were you consciously aware of it getting to a dangerous level? Like you said, grad school, that's when it became an eating disorder. Right. Were you aware that that's the level it was at, or in your mind, were you still in that mindset about this is just my diet, this is my lifestyle,
I think I really thought it was a lifestyle.